Hey everyone, welcome to another Time Off Tuesday. Getting a little bit of a late start here. Apologize about that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into things. Without further ado, this is part 15 of my playthrough of Disco Elysium. Pretty much wrapped up most, if not all, of the side stuff that I can do at this point. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to finally move forward with the story. And we're going to bust some suspects. Got them cornered. Let's see. Do I need a flashlight? It says I kind of needed a flashlight, but as much as I want to walk in there holding my saber that I got last time, we're gonna put a flashlight in our hand and carry our gun. Man, I really wish I had a better hat. I used to have a cool hat. I don't have any more. Part of me wonders if I should put on this armor stuff, because again we're going to apprehend a suspect, or not. We'll keep it. We'll keep ourselves as we currently are for now. I do know though, the game was telling me I should walk, not run last time. So let's do this. Alright, gotta double check and make sure. Let's see, we're really close to. No, we're not really close. We're 40 of 100 points to level up, which most won't really happen. I could get some more points if I drink booze, but I'm doing a sober run for my guy, so don't know how to do this stuff. Or I kind of looked up stuff. I tried to too much not look up, and this is my first playthrough, so I'm trying not to spoil myself. But I just kind of looked for like when can I do some of these things, and they basically said for some of these that it's gonna be later. So that's all I know. Just make sure I didn't miss something. So. Alright. Okay, we found these footprints last time. And that tunnel on the left was kind of a dead end, so. I'm holding my guy. He has a gun, but he doesn't have any bullets, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see what's over here on the left. It feels strange. Let's see. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Okay. Does this mean anything? Okay, there's some monies. Let's see, let's swap out just for a second. Okay, nothing else lights up. Going back to gun.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Except... does this even... covering my ears even help? Oh well. I failed my pain threshold.
No, buddy. That's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Okay, sure, militia.
Really now? Check this out.
Oh no. Should've down there. Oh no, I'm dying. Don't
You're
die.
overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Okay.
Right behind you, officer.
Jeez.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Let's see.
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Let's see.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. No, once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Okay. Radio station. Music. Remix. Yeah. Okay. This is great.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Dang it.
voice.
You're looking for a deal with my mattress.
Free and Ember.
New mission.
9710473021.
I don't know, I'm having fun listening to all this stuff. I'm just glad it's not killing the guy anymore. It's gonna suck if I have to reload, because, it's happening.
Turn this.
Lieutenant clutches his head,
God
grimacing.
damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She stabs her like no shadows, the pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
Kim might need to share a sandwich after this.
Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
I could have swore I was quiet. That clever.
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. I'm sad to hear that. The girl was playing some dangerous games, but even with what she did to me, I wouldn't have wished that upon her. She had some pretty messed up people after her. She's going to come out of that meat grinder a different person, if she comes out at all. But Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you?
Titus and his boys, man. He told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make a clean cut of telling her she was betrayed.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Keep doing that until my hand or say I don't know how I do it.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me, and definitely not a reason to off someone.
Plus, set up some military grade. I'm really wondering if it was the other quote-unquote female merc, since it doesn't seem like she's that person.
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
I can't remember how long they said it was. They say, shoot, I can't remember. It's been so long since we talked. Again, if I was playing this straight through, I'd probably remember, but now it's been like at least 2-3 weeks, maybe longer, since I had that conversation.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time. Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries. Not murder mysteries either, if that's what you're thinking.
She looks you in the eye, impassively, making it clear that she's not planning to comment on the matter any further.
Cool. They sent a ghost cop after me. Congratulations. The fuck do elevators have to do with anything? Not particularly.
I think she has no clue.
Why are you so hung up on elevators?
That's a pretty good question, actually. She clearly doesn't know anything about the secret passage.
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
So you know she's not an antiques enthusiast. Not my jurisdiction, man. But it also doesn't sound like she used that secret route at all.
Don't know it, but also...
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
And? The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. A Nachtway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Never really got into weapons trafficking. Especially not old weapons. They break too often, and you don't want unhappy customers among gun collectors. Yeah, evidence. I considered her a good friend, yeah. What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? I've gotten worse.
Her hand slipped from the dial of the compressor for a moment, almost turning it down. Then she put her hand back. Not yet. Not yet.
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, Detective. If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls? What the fuck, man? She's everyone's type. She's your type. Are you sure you're not the one who is excited about the peephole?
She's beginning to suspect you've broken into her lorry now.
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. Or had, before you sent her off in your Mora Lintern meat grinder. It's impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable. Oh, so that's where you were going with this. That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
No.
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it, move on.
No ill will then. It wasn't a problem for her.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy. Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer. Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Clausia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna. The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Clausia. It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Come in.
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar. No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too. No, I did not. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
That's your prerogative. Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Just no.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Clausia's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Clausia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea. Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
I have a slight idea, but I'm not convinced that yeah.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Whoa, she had that idea.
Glacier knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
She killed Lily herself.
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
Oh no! So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, that means Harry was a dirty cop?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
There's somebody who has never seen that word before. That's not peon. Oh no, I'm dying. Don't die.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Oh jeez.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
Sorry. I'm a sorry cop, so I'm doing it.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances. Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. The lady wasn't bad either.
Whoa, that's 2 guys and a lady.
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
So wait, is that the guy and the girl in the downstairs? But they said buff.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We can either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here. Please delete.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
I wonder if I should say something about their market.
What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Oh no!
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
No!
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you
Oh my gosh, come on, after all this time, then I'm gonna drop dead.
Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday.
No!
His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
No! Ah! Oh my gosh! We just spent like an hour going through that, and now we gotta do it again! Oh, I might try to skip some parts or go through them fast. Jeez. I like my stat boost, but maybe. Okay, we're gonna swap out some clothing. Empathy. Hey, we'll do this. Pain threshold. Is there anything else I can wear that I think will help me versus other stuff? Musical instrument. Or I shouldn't have on this. hopefully I pass the same checks again. That doesn't undo everything I've done. No, I want to keep my composure up, not prove my authority. Spirit core. The hand-eye coordination. I mean, well, the thing is reaction speed, right? Not hand-eye coordination to do that thing, so. Yeah, let's do this. Maybe I'll pass the pain threshold check now with this. Empathy goes down one, but empathy is my specialty. Ah! So, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1 from items. Okay, so, yeah, it's still 6, which is pretty good. Alright, let's try this now, jeez. I have the flashlight off, so I'm gonna have to go through all that stuff again, jeez. Oh my gosh, why am I stuck? Don't get stuck. Wish I could just run. Just run, go run past.
Suddenly, your entire body is like 1,000 radio stations up.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable. Can't say it's a...
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, that's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Really now? Check this out. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in...
We're gonna load again. So, don't push her with the bullshit. Stupid bullshit gave me bad advice. Alright, go back to... Alright. It's great to core sugars. Well, maybe I should do this just to give me one more. Though I would like to do spree to core. Hopefully I don't lose. Let's keep. I guess maybe let's try this. Let's try this one more time.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like 1,000 radios.
I know you're feeling pretty. Can't say it's a.
The voice doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait, no. Not even your ear canal. No, buddy. That's not going to happen. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
I'm using a pale
The explosion blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Right behind you, officer.
A pale latitude signals are.
So,
Precisely. At the upper limit.
She's been holed up in here for a while.
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too.
that's illegal.
Oh yeah. Way beyond. No. One. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops.
If you've got something really important.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you.
The gun she's carried, well, it doesn't feel. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Actually, my multi-tool equipped? I could have sworn I had like a sword, but whatever.
I heard you in the passages. And so you found my.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Not anymore, no. This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not to...
No, I didn't do it. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. I'm sad to hear that. She had some pretty messed up people after her. But Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you? My boys? What is this? I thought Titus and I had a decent collegial relationship. Oh, doesn't even matter. How could they be my boys when they're not even my friends? Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable. Plenty of broken people. You think I was envious? Yeah, sure.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening.
You want to send over.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made... Can't do... Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped... Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. No. Not since I... Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in not murderment.
She looks you in the eye.
Cool. They sent a ghost cop after me. Congratulations. The fuck that? Not particularly. I'm not really.
God damn!
So you know she's not an antiques enthusiast. Not mine.
Don't know it.
Evaluating your competence, but
The shot couldn't have come from.
She has a...
that didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
And? The gun stole. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? Sure don't.
a breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
A knocked way.
That isn't it.
Never really got into weapons trafficking. Especially not old weapons. Yeah,
Alright.
evidence. I
Yeah,
considered her a good friend.
Her hand slipped from the dial of the compressor for a moment, almost turning it.
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, Detective. Look, I'm not aware of any hole in Claudia's wall.
Oh,
And
it's
if I
on
had been,
Discord
I would have
updates.
told her to get it sealed. That's what friends do. Nope. Look, she has an effect for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an... Oh, so that's a very sentimental...
The lieutenant watches her.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Claudia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Okay, don't want to see that.
She rejected me with some wishy... I knew that wasn't the whole...
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Yeah, I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond... Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. The view's pretty... It's very powerful. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, no. So now I'm leaving. I never did understand why. No, I did not. So...
That really comes as a blow.
Okay, great.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't.
That's... Man, it...
She deliberately avoided naming.
I got lucky being a dispatcher.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know?
Those rings around her eyes.
Police radio?
Who hasn't? He was still warm, but the bluish light
She eyes you.
It's okay.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and she sits down with a drink, trying to steady... Oh yeah, super. But I didn't... No, I really didn't. She's not that... She asked me to come upstairs.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Yeah, in cold blood. She asked me to...
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah. As I keep telling you, cop,
But even if this is true, weren't you...
war? Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into...
So this is what she was scared to tell.
Yes. You.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Okay.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops. The criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with...
If she knows that about you, she must know you're...
Harry Dubois? So
she knows your name. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates...
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. Sure you do. I bet there... Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vicmere looks out of the window grimly. Then, let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp.
Last time where I had my...
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Window clarity. 97%. This is when we were talking. Oh, I went through.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
Whisper. Check on Kim first.
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it. Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Should just let you go. Protocol. Put your hands up. Just one.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
You can still potentially catch her at least. Whether she's dead, she's dead.
Good call. Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated. Her tent. We should check it out.
I survived! Okay. If it was a suitable ghost left, ask around. People on West Mural, I don't know. Ask a girl on a date. Then ask her. Ask the wind. That's great. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oof, oof. Okay, time to go. I hope I didn't miss any experience that I maybe earned before on my answers. I don't remember, but hey. Oh, God! I didn't realize doing that would literally cause me to, like, be dying. Oh, gosh. That was awful. Yeah, I didn't know wearing that jacket was keeping me alive. Jeez. Okay. No, we're gonna put the gun away. Okay. Let's get out the flashlight and. Whew. Zoom out. Okay. What's that? Dark water trails in the distance. There's no way out. Okay. Man. Sounds. I do need that. We can touch where some more commands. Oh, look. Let's. It says I have like 3. I'm trying to figure out what's tools. No. What did I pick up that I went to now I have 3 healing? I guess those tabs must have been for health. Oh yeah, because magnesium would have been. Okay, no, whatever. What's this? Hey.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Tim peeks over your shoulder. Sorry, I'm trying to close the curtain. There we go.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Yeah. Kim, get it. He's clutching out on me. Alright, let's go. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveler.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Short, wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues, always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. The thick journal, bound in brown leather, is full of candle. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Interesting. Okay, whew, I got another point to put in. Alright, what are we gonna do? Half-light? Should I do another point of endurance just so I don't freaking die? Maybe. Maybe I should do endurance. Could do a thought. But honestly, I kind of looked at thoughts and stuff like that, and well, some of them, there's like one or two that would actually be kind of good, but I think honestly I'd rather just boost my stats here. So if we do this, then yeah, I don't want to do electrochemistry, shivers. Drama. Do I bump one of these things? Let's bump physique. Or endurance, I mean.
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Go ahead and ask a question.
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or... maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we should go back to the Whirling, see if we can find out more about her time there. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the Whirling and Rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Okay. Monday, except this is a different Monday. I'm just gonna give you a chance. Call your station, find out more if you dare. Return to the world of Rags.
The plain red tent. It was pitched by practice.
Alright, well... Just told me. Part of me wonders if she have guns ready to leave this place. Oh, the guy in the center gone. We're gonna walk back. Don't need a flashlight anymore. So, pretty much picked up all the trash around.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Oh, there's something. Dude, that is. Now the kids here. I wonder if I'd ever give this a roll to just go check. Alright, we're gonna go back to the bunker. Man, I should have shaved. Should have left my dude. Should have left Terry with his stuff.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind...
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've absolutely gotten into everywhere thus far. That's what we do. We open doors and go through them. We're cops. That's our perk.
I want to just accept it.
What else is there to do? Not accepting isn't gonna bring the fire brigade in.
Relax, he thinks. There's no one in there. If we can't open it, neither can anyone else.
Alright. Cool. Got experience. Okay. I think if I did it another way, it would have given me a thought, but that's fine. I don't need that thought. Because I'm gonna help me anyways. It's not the way I want it. Probably doesn't do any good to go check on the church. Unless it messed. I won't go. I'll go back later when I get the chance. I'd like to see if what's her face Suna says that. Oh, what was that? There's a weird reading or something. But probably not. Probably totally oblivious to everything that just happened.
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon. Your Gewalzen KR2 multi-tool looks impressive, shining in the cold spring light. But what can it do against military-grade weaponry? Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket.
For hand-to-hand combat.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Alright, part of me wants to carry this dang saber instead of the multi-tool, but... Yep, do this, cause friggin' hack fool. Alright, we're gonna save for... Let's go ahead and... This might be a good spot to take our midstream break. Because we start at 7. Yeah, because this will be about halfway through again. Started a bit late and stuff. So, all right, we'll go ahead and we're gonna take our midstream break. Go ahead and get up, stretch, have a drink, use the restroom, whatever you need to. But we'll go ahead and take a short rest, and we'll be back here in about 10 minutes. All right, BRB, folks. Short rest. everybody. I'm back. Control back here. Okay, we know there's trouble up ahead. Do I keep my current gear on, or do I put my other stuff on? Let's put this on. Put your foot down. And that makes the outfit, but at the same time, I don't necessarily need to wear that. I feel like composure would. So that's perception. Probably better to have perception than. This is my composure. Composure. It's the shivers, man. It's the shivers that seem very indie right now. I could use visual calculus. Hand-eye coordination could be good too in this. Yeah, maybe I don't need shivers for let's go back. It's more important to keep the perception up. Alright, let's do this. Oh. I equipped my gun, right? Yes, I did. Okay.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Oh, there she is. There's the other female, there's the female merc final.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Jeez, what's going on? Okay. Who survived the mercenary tribunal? Oh gosh, it's happening now.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Dude back there is just still leaning on his truck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
I really wonder if she's the one who killed Lily. I would suspect her.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
Who's that person?
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed.
Where is he?
The lieutenant is genuinely
It's all zoomed
worried
in.
for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
I don't have any bullets.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
No, we're not walking away. Ooh, yeah, this.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Looks as though Swaby's against the crowd as he's balanced from one, he staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
Ah, yeah! Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. The raddest. The killer. What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21. About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Seminai, the native islanders.
That's right. Plenty of kids here in Revachol, too.
T, let's fucking do it.
Easy. Easy now.
Okay.
Yeah? Who did that?
Oh. Just the old time being set. Again, it had to be somebody who was not. Yeah. Think about it.
Time. You had time to fuck around in that church. Chase some dumb drug trader. I saw you.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now! How fucking convenient.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
I think it was. Yep.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
Don't want to say the confessor, don't want to say unless he was shot.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver, 8 rounds in the barrel. The gun slowly sways in his hand from the inebriation.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
We're bringing more pines.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted.
She's fucking gone. She fucking sailed off. You're alone.
Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid!
The company bitch is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
They're huddled close in a formation. Still, the rest will stay. Even if it means dying here with him.
Sorry, I shouldn't speak up with rhetoric. that might be, yeah, the whole getting under skins.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Really, none of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Which one? Never sanction this. Who's commanding officer? Take your pick. Which one? Because that one might be really about everything that went bad. Actually, let's put this.
I am a Cornell major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
King Reaper. You're right, but you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Maybe I should have done it down.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it. The muscles on your back tense up.
No, if we're gonna do this, then we're gonna pump up a suggestion.
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
Stupid suggestion.
Even better, it will further destabilize him, costing time and maybe even lives.
Don't fucking talk to me about my brother, Loincloth.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
Whew. It says bad, but at the same time... Oh my gosh, I don't have time for this. Just check my memory. He's got some heart. He's got his dead friend. Got him talking. Still give me a +1, so we're gonna go with anti-coordination. I know we're doing this, but at the same time, I don't have bullets according to the thing.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion.
Cordinar? Is the other question.
The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. It's not easy. He has 0.6 seconds to do so. He won't make it. You're on your own.
Blink and think, or just...
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Absolute destruction. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. A low shot rings. You feel a tapping, like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate.
Oh, thank goodness I friggin' wore this thing.
You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. He has to. The rifleman will fire at you again. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
Gosh, let it happen or just evade? It's impossible. Let's see what happens. I'm still just gonna try. Oh. Am I dead? Am I not?
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Let's see, I had boots, but I didn't have, like, the leg plates for the armor.
The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got. Most of what's down there. It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares? No one wants you anyway.
Shut up.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
What do I say? Doesn't do anything with me. It's pretty late there. It's so dark I can't see anything, Kim. Do I say that there's a white shadow? I suppose I gotta notice it's always there.
Stay with me.
I feel pretty hot tears streaming from her eyes. She would have started letting me again, like, oh no, she would not. I don't want to go with this again.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
Oh, jeez.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him.
Oh no.
A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles, and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his bone sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
What? What am I doing? I'm in this hotel room.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
He's in the middle of freshly clothed. With the fan above his head like a halo, his face covered in bruises. Sure, let's level up something. Gosh, what to level up at this point? Drama? Composure? Civil affair, reaction speed, perception, hand-eye coordination? Shivers? Part of me wants to do shivers, part of me wants to do drama. Part of me is going, what the frick is happening? Let's do, oh gosh. Light control. Hair, City, body control threat. Also, oh geez, let's see. It's like done. Okay, I don't know which one. Okay. Let's see. It's an Indian miracle tool. Get that. Learn something else. But it's not worth the thing. Alright. Oh, shoot. What are we going to level up? Let's do. Is there any more people to talk about? Talk to talk lies. Let's do. Let me read the thing again. Let's see. Half-light fight or flight response enables you to sense the way a situation is about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart, fear that urges you to act before it's too late. Even fear. High levels of half-light makes you ultra attuned to the world. It is perpetual feel for your own shadow, someone else's name or scent. You're ready always to pounce physically into a passerby. Low levels already find your survival instincts lacking. Let's. Because I'm wondering my other stuff. Let's see, I could do this. Could have more 7. But then again, it's a pretty good interface. I really don't need higher. Not like a portrait. Let's see. Based on isolated society, why bother? Why bother with money? We keep low levels in crucial part. Let's just do shivers. Okay, sunrise parabellum. Particularly room with found low space covered bruises. See, take it off. I don't think I ever can visit for it.
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine? Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under-the-counter bad.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
Okay.
What happened? You shot the Major in the face. A firefight ensued. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
I thought Glenn ran. Nope. Or am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of the other one. Oh.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive too.
Fat Angus and Titus. No, Fat Angus and Theo. Theo was the oldest of the group. And Fat Angus. Yeah, that's right, Glenn. Yeah, he's one that fell. Yeah, that's right, we saw him fall.
You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got a jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her, and that's what happened.
I better smell this one. That's what happened.
This is the one. The Pole was the last to die. Evrard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. 3. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Theo, he was just too old for combat.
Jeez. Though he might have saved lives since he took many bullets, meaning other people to get shot. Jeez.
All.
Could have de-escalated, but it seemed like no matter what, something was going to happen. Considered, let's see.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
He said 7, but it says right there 6. Because the 3 mercs, Glenn, Fat Angus, Theo, that would be 6.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those 2 armies.
How bad am I?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Okay, well that's a lot better, because it sounded like hit her pelvis, sounded like, oh god, look, I guess just from the pain it made it feel like he couldn't feel anything else, okay.
The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire. We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Psycho-locomotor.
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is. No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
I don't know.
That's between you and them, he thinks.
I did. No need. I did. It's part of a detective's task chain. You can do it too.
Actually, you can. You can even remove a fractured bullet, it seems.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did do that.
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Clay does not like me or him have like a broken arm or something from getting shot.
Easy now.
Turns double again, orange hue of pain.
How are you?
The lieutenant looks at you, teetering on your feet.
I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling. I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classia, well, at least she's safely locked away. Locked up? No, she would be of more use to us free, honestly. But it was the right thing to do. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone.
Yeah, I really thought I was one of the mercenaries.
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
His voice calm, matter of fact.
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Yes. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some sense.
What?
How should the dried flower falls to pieces this one?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
Okay.
Meaning it.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
that somebody had been checking it out.
Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I'm just gonna stay.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary. That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Ooh. Man. Whew. Anybody expect all that would have went down? Jeez. Traffic meeting. Does the traffic jam now stopped?
The bed's a little nice.
Sorry, back again.
The bed's a little nicer now. You could get a good night's sleep here.
Where's my little shack? It's still free. Unless guard allows me to stay.
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken. The lights are on. The lights are off again.
Bleeding white and ammo. Look, the door's open. You can walk in the camera's room.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean.
Reunited with its right speaker. Alright, so before anything else happens, I gotta save. Because that was a lot of shit that went down. Whew. And also, alright, let's go back to my normal clothing. This anymore, painful threshold volition. Did it keep me alive though? Okay. And the jacket. Now we're gonna go back to 3 corner shivers versus the hand-eye coordination. Okay. Wish there was just a pair of glasses that didn't give some type of bias. Or if I could have better bullets. Three-shot revolver. Those assault pepper box. Typically signed officers RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant, but it was gun warrant agreements. So as soon as I put on a pair of Okay. Tools. There we go. I'm set for 6:50. Damn. He wakes up every day. And this supplies covered. Make sure scalpel antibiotics. He got mad like, why are you reading my stuff?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Jeez. So the darkest part, the darkest part, the darkest.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go? I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep...
Okay. He does not want me reading and stuff. Wasted. What? No, I can't open it. Fine. No, I like... Oh. Just like her, so if you don't run, it'll be okay. Gotcha, okay. That's why I keep up, because I ran. Alright, come on, let me move. We'll go up and check the thing like he suggested first, then. Then we'll do the whatchamacallit, go call my station next, but first we'll go check this out. Man, it feels a little bit like a waste. Oh my gosh, I've been muted this whole time. Please don't tell me I've been muted this whole time. Ah! If I've been muted this whole time, I am super sorry. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Anyways, okay. We're gonna check upstairs. Man, things have been crazy. That was a lot to process.
The cabinet is probably Gart's work after she was arrested.
Good thing I took that other thing. Not that I'm gonna use it, but...
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime. It's not the roof, and you would have found it had it been on the coast, in either B prime or B double prime, which leaves the island in the bay.
It's not impossible. There is a narrow opening between the commercial area and the collapsed tenement north of it. I remember.
It's also the only point of origin we haven't rolled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything. He is trying to justify it to himself. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay. So what I have to do. Our anti-aircraft gun was allowed.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
I understand.
Go. Oh, go. Let's see. Let's go. Fucking. Don't want to just be gung ho about it. Hold on, I gotta answer text real quick. Oh, what the... I'm just gonna ask.
Of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
She's tired, bro.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Yeah, go to the island. Go roof one more time. Make sure it's not something else popped up. So look at those damn footprints one more time because I'm mad.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Large prints. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Between that, the size looks about the... No. These
Everything around you is quiet.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room?
Oops, sorry about that.
I cleaned it for you.
Let's go talk to Guard. There's all these people I can talk to right now. I might mute myself a little bit again so I can snack on some food, but try to go too crazy. Let's see.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway...
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
That's a good thing to know. Okay.
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad. Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him. He nods back at you, even more stoically. Just two badass men nodding stoically. Make that three. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
Nodding heads.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do. Another thing. Great. I love those. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she? Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else? Yes?
Yes?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately.
Dude, half the crew's gone.
That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Just gonna do the nod in silence.
Now, how can I help you?
Could have maybe said something about C.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Yeah, like I said, well, I might have been muted so you didn't hear, but like I said before, like, yeah, he might have saved several lives. Because he took all those shots.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Oh, and then what's his face fucking ran away.
Dennis, you saw him run. He's a mean little shit and I never trusted him. He'd better run real fast now. Real fast.
Don't wax poetically.
Well, yeah. Memento mori. Right.
I totally know what that means, but I guess my character doesn't.
It means you might die tomorrow. So live every day like it's your last. Ain't that right, fellas?
No, memento mori means remember death or your death, but yes.
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
Or you might die of a heart failure. Or syphilis.
Hey. Fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea.
First, we're gonna find Dennis.
I'm going to find Dennis. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to kill him.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about picking up a morning newspaper on his daily walk around the block.
I feel like they know, but I should just say it anyways.
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known what happens to cowards. And then I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy boys. Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in Janrock. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
Even though I was muted, it was still a silent laugh, but that was really funny.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book.
Alright.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo Loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Jamrock. Scars make the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
Let me say it.
I will, Capo. That's a promise.
Hardy's heroes.
Now scoot, because the Hardy boys got some mourning and drinking to do.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed. This town needs you on your feet.
Good point, Bino Claude. We'll keep the vol under 12% tonight.
Okay. What is this?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Oh, is this what she wrote? Cindy, one day I will return to your side.
This was Cindy the Skull. The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
Except why? Why would I do that? That's crazy. But at the same time, oh, I kind of want to try it. What it says on the can. Talk to me, old man. Do you have anything to say?
Mon Dieu, officer. It is worse than I thought. Believe me, I know all about that kind of pain. I've had hip trouble for the past week. Maybe it's time to slow down, enjoy life a bit. Anything I can do to assist you?
Okay, time to do a quick save. And then we're gonna call my station.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Something is wrong. Only static hisses through the speaker. No reply. Only the mindless drone of static crawling through the air.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations and jamming outward communications to protect themselves from Cronel. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. That is, if we don't want us cut off the grid completely. No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the mercs made things calmer. For now. You can try calling again. Just don't mention the tribunal. And remember, they are listening in.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, everything sounds too okay. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment, officer.
Looks like I need to inquire upon my past, but at the same time, they're probably listening in, yeah.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Sure.
10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But there's always some talk in the station. You know how officers in Jamrock are. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over.
Okay. I don't need to mention my gun.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
forfeited. Oh, is that because I had to have the stupid tie on when all the shit went down, maybe? Oh man. No! That kind of sucks.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive? Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter.
Dude, you were like standing right there.
Had a strong sense of finality to it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show. Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Why is this your information?
That's probably for the best. You keep your job to yourself. With a job like yours, you have to.
It says don't run, but I don't think it's actually a bird. Alright, who's here? Who can I talk to? Is this sucker? Are you still sitting here so I guess I can talk to him? Ooh, can I go to the thing now? Is measured and walk
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart. Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being. No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
Time will tell. I'll tell Evrak you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad. I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live. I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
the tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool. People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you. Who knows?
I got my eye on you just repeatedly. Meaning, in a small way, he respects me as a What's she gotta say now?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
That's it? That's all she gotta say?
What's this kid shit?
Get the fuck.
So it's a girl.
Surprising more of these. I guess it's a wall. Or no, isn't it a window? Surprising more windows stuff to get shut out. Is the bookshop still open?
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto. Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes! It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
I mean, life must go on, but yeah, whatever. Sure, why not?
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Say now I've been shot.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Oh, that's right. Oh, shit.
Which book was it, sir? Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I could help you.
Dadgummit. I'm just gonna talk with everyone now since we're gonna go to a different island and stuff, and might as well.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Nothing? Alright, guess she doesn't know. I thought maybe I thought everybody maybe would have something new, but I guess not.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen. A small mountain of colorful boards. The display rack is brimming with worn. Give up. You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here. Because that's how the world works. Some stories never get finished. You shouldn't expect there to be a tidy, satisfying ending. But, what if you never find out how your story ends? There isn't. If only you had more time, more resources. Who knows what you could have come up with? Maybe if there had been more money and less speed. Or more speed.
Oh, jeez.
Or that, yes. Either way, you might have been able to come up with an answer, but not like this. Hang on, you can do this. Use your imagination. You know who the suspects are. Just make it up. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Denuva, detective? Just fucking pick one.
Fuck you, it was Dick. Was all of them. It was the son who had the thing, but we'll just pick one, sure.
Sounds good. You can't trust the fuzz after all. They say they've got your back, but do they really? More like they've got a knife in your back. You've seen it yourself, haven't you? Maybe that cuts a little close to the bone, jaded cop. Take it easy. Don't let the memory of old betrayals haunt you tonight.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's go talk to Sandy the Skull.
Give me a moment.
She's not here. Where did she go?
Trying to sneak up.
Alright, I'm gonna buy a cigarette. I'm gonna buy cigarettes. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually have Perry smoke her. That's not gonna make him do it, but.
Is this about the questions again? Because
To the left of some croissants and juice box. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
That's the...
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
These Grod-made cigarettes are remarkable for their high tar content, a favorite of fishermen, police officers, and working men the world over. I want to do it right here, but I feel like Kim loses shit. Be like, what are you doing?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight. This was Cindy the Skull. The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message. What if the words are not directed at the people of Martinez, or even the coalition aerostatics above the city? They're meant for something above even those.
Elysium, Lord God always. Tamasi Disco.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
That's cool. And Kim didn't freak out. I'm like, what are you doing? Is Seleng still here to buy stuff, or is he peace out? Nope, he's still there. Cool, officer.
Wow! A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is?
Super ultra cool.
Cool! That's cool! The shine on these...
Those UV...
These are all first... You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Very cool.
You find your... The box smells like...
Economical, but also...
This guy give me some more bullets. Yes, man.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics. In its purest form, now, what can I do for you?
just quickly missed the travel over there, but I'm gonna check stuff. I gotta see things. Are they all dead now?
The trap is full of locusts. Poor
There's the boat. Something's on top. What's she gonna say?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen. I'm not sure those were the loss of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Then we'll be ready for them.
Did kids have anything to say about me getting shot?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
These guys got anything to say?
Man, you're like bleeding now. Reality's really messed you up.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Could I have bought these as smokes then from him and saved a little bit? No.
Damn cool, Abigail.
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. He waves his hand as if shooing you away. All the while, he snorts.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Don't call Abigail.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Don't
Hey, we just got found more experience.
call.
Sorry, that sounds like
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
okay, well, yeah, if that works for you. This little girl have anything to say about me getting shot?
Hello, mister. Bye.
Alright, assuming that dude and the son are gone, we can see if they're still there. That looks like they are. Unless anyone knows this.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachon, flecks some more wet snow from above. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring. You're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape. More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast. The waters turn black. Coal City in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet. Below the old mines, l'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery, Le Petit Rat, braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume. Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums, and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper. After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain, in the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty. How can it be pure if it's magenta? Snow falls, and there is no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know. Few Petit Rats return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water. The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds. Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. You've heard about it. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret. An abandoned church that's being turned into a dance club. 4 youths are hard at work there, making it ever harder core. A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection, way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets. Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far. The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here, It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild Pines, Zam, Morian, and at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the Coalition warship Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
Oh, that's grim.
The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox.
The Pox?
Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells. The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there, in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning. Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemyaki.
I'm going to type a command to check, because I should have done this way earlier, but it doesn't really matter. But hey, why not? Increase my chat count, whatever.
All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers. A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind. Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Okay. Come back out. Okay. It's a lot to take in. Shivers is cool. Sorry. It's just the fact that Shivers gives you all the information is cool. Alright. Does these people have anything new to say?
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
I just really exclusively softcore, man. It's embarrassing.
Goodbye.
Nobody can say anything when we get shot.
Hardcock. Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing. or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know. Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car! Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Yes, what is it?
Alright. I'm just gonna walk up here real quick, check, make sure like Cindy or somebody is not standing there.
An old door, worn.
No Cindy, okay. Alright, we're gonna talk to Lillian, and then I guess we'll end it here with us about to go to the island.
Officer Harry, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you. She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Look at you. You can barely walk. Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead.
No, I'm not gonna stop this. Killer, I'm a cop.
Aye, I bet they are. The good ones, at least. Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. We had to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
Go to the island.
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
We're gonna talk to the twins and then call them. Because they haven't really been very chatty up till now.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
On that island? That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
I don't know what these are. They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
The fire guy?
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
It's gonna sound like tin soldier.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
Brother punched some boy's eye as well, like he's about to start crying. He drank himself to death, but he didn't kill himself.
I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't the fire guy.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Should I say that? Autosave.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other...
maybe you're stupid. Don't say that. He's a police officer.
His brother was Steve. You're stupid. He's police. Okay.
Be careful out there. Sea's calm as...
Alright. Save again. Alright. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Well, a little bit longer. I started later, so went a little bit longer, so what equals out? About. So. Whew, but yeah, next time. To the mysterious island. We'll finally get some answers. It looks like we're going to be heading towards the end game. So, awesome. Thanks, guys, so much for hanging out with me this time off Tuesday. You can find me online on Twitch and YouTube at Stumpwater_Jack. Put that in search results. You'll find me on other social media and stuff like that as well. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you so much. Please give me a follow and a like and follow. Get notifications whenever I go live. Jump in the chat, hang out with me, make clips, that's fun stuff. Over on YouTube, give me a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave me a comment on what you like, didn't like, or share any other random thoughts. And last but not least, I'm Stumpwater Jack, and I got a shiny spell shack. Feel free to join me on my Discord. Links in both Twitch and YouTube. It's a cool, fun place. I'd really love, I think it's a cool, fun place, but cool, fun place to hang out, share memes, clips. It's the first place to update with news on upcoming streams and future polls about games to play and other stuff like that. I'd love to make that place grow, so feel free to join. Yeah, and until then, I guess I'll see you guys. Not this next Tuesday, because I will be out of town on a gig, but I'll see you, I guess not next week, the week after. I'll see you the next time on Tuesday. All right? Peace out, everyone. Remember to bring a little bit of magic to the world. All right, see you guys. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.